get you, Clay, do you want hot water?
Hot water would be good. It's not terribly warm.
No, it's not.
It goes from the 90s back down into the low 60s.
Yeah.
That's just rude.
There we go.
Just start getting used to the warmer weather.
And it changes back on us.
Yeah.
Actually, you may have to use a little bit of water first. Either that or we have to scoop some goop. If I get you an empty yogurt container, you could always scoop some goop out of the lower reaches. After I fill the kettle, then I heat the water.
Oh, I know. It's one of those kind of mornings, isn't it?
Yeah. Yes, Nix. I put water in there, didn't I? Okay, there we go. And container for goop. There we go. No debris left.
That means putting my hands into the cold.
I know, but there needs to be space for the hot water.
I know. And be glad you can't smell this. Because this kind of clay, oh my.
It develops a stink.
Kind of a swampy smell.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to log into the screen chat. It's just gonna mean that it's gonna do the multi-layers of Captcha at me.
Because the Captcha likes you. They want you to use it over and over and over again. Okay. There we go. Pretty towel. Clean towel. Or clean dish towel.
Because I said it would require me to do it.
So of course it didn't. Yeah.
Yes, you can see in the camera there's pieces there that we need to photograph to get them variously set. I think that all of these items, they're either, actually I'm not sure any of these items are to be shipped. Oh, which means I only have one order to pack for shipping.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah. So I'll be able to get onto the rest of the list of things to do sooner.
Yeah. We have officially entered our busy season.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we did not get to making like costumes in the off season. We did home improvements in the off season.
It was home improvement season.
What?
It was home improvement season.
Yeah. But some of those home improvements were things that meant we had more space to do other things.
Yeah.
Like building the woodworking station.
Yeah. Actually getting the garage so it was a usable state.
Actually getting the whole bathroom so it was a finished state.
Rather than a dark hole in the middle of the house.
That trapped all sound everywhere from the rest of the house.
Yeah. I mean, because ripped out to the studs, everything, except for the ceiling.
Aren't you? That is one of those things that there's a fair bit of crossover skill between mudding walls and working with clay.
Oh yes. I think I need to soften this one.
Oh, that's your sponge?
That's a sponge. It got hung on the edge of something when it was still wet.
It's a boomerang shape. floppy sponge again.
Oh, my name it's floppy.
Since you don't have a lot of water in there, I shouldn't let the water get too hot.
No. Because I use this because otherwise I leave.
Okay, temperature check?
significant- Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, good. Yeah, and I heated up the right amount. That was the end of the kettle.
Oh, nice. It's going to
I
be.
think now that the cats have brought us out here and working, they've both left.
Well, maybe you could get to doing some
And
photography.
we'll get a few more pieces cut, then I'll wash my
yeah.
hands because plates throw quickly.
Yeah, they do.
Yes, we are hoping to get the cats to walk on some of these. Because they walked on some plates the other day, made a post about it, and now there's a waiting list.
Yeah. So now we just have to. Most more likely to walk on plastic.
Yes, so we'll gently tent them in plastic. Some of the thinner plastic.
Yeah.
Do you want a couple of smaller pieces? Maybe see if we could get them to walk in some bowls.
Yeah, could do that.
We have people who have waiting lists now.
Yeah. You want to get on the waiting list to get something that has.
Toe bean pottery.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that was Agatha.
Yeah, on the size of the footprint.
Yeah, and she's got big old paws. She's also the bigger cat, too.
Yes. Having had both of them decide to use me as a landing pad from a higher shelf. Nyx has the more pounds per square inch on impact.
Yeah.
Also, squares like she decides like, okay, yes, I'm going to exert all the force.
Agatha just blunders her way through things.
Yeah. She also has a habit of not looking where she's going when she's walking along the edge of the table. It's just this morning that she nearly took a header off the table because she was walking along interested in me because, well, there was going to be food. And she nearly stepped off the edge. There we go. Let this catch really unhappy to notice.
Monday notice.
So do it quickly enough. Maybe I'll do it before they, notice after the door is shut.
Yeah. Make a nice smooth
Yes,
surface. All the better for. All the better for noticing paw prints if they manage to step on one.
Go. Light set. Ooh, sorry about that. Wood camera's got a bit of a whiteout at the moment.
Oh,
Camera.
yeah. Yeah, well.
Like this. Yeah.
now for a bowl. What are your three basic shapes? Yep, cup,
I think
bowl,
I cut
plate.
2 small pieces for bowls.
Yeah. And I'm watching Agatha step on the side and crush the side of the bowl. But
Well, that would be a paw print of a sort.
yes.
Yes, I have had that trouble already.
Oh, that was an interesting sound.
Doesn't sound very specific to the white stoneware.
Yeah, I know. That's why. Which is a smooth clay.
It's a non-gritted smooth stoneware. It has neither sand nor grog. And grog in this case not being a pirate beverage.
But it's either sand or grit.
Ground is specifically ground up ceramic material.
Yeah. Nor sand nor grog. No sand nor grit.
Yes.
That's what it. Yeah. The reason for putting the sand or the grog in there is to make it sturdier.
The clay you're throwing with right now has both sand. Does it have grog in that? I think it does.
Yeah, I think so.
I know it has sand. And it's one of the clays that hasn't changed formulation noticeably in the last 20 years.
Yeah.
Unlike certain other clays.
Which they seem to change. It's like a model year.
Yeah.
This model year's has grit in it. We decided to change that out for sand. Now we're gonna do some of each. No, I don't know. Or you expect a white clay that's always gonna be the, oh yes, the little miniature.
There it is. Little miniature clays.
Which are so cute. Isn't the smallest of them?
No. It's one of the smallest that you've done that is 2-part body.
Yeah.
Any smaller than that, and you always throw this one piece.
Yeah. That would be half that size though then.
Yes.
In the throat.
And I think the reason why that one is that size is the clay was on me, and most of it like came off. So fine, it won't be a miniature.
Oh yeah. You just go with the flow. Because that's the way it goes sometimes.
Realize that one of the other cameras has gotten angled down noticeably.
Huh. What was it pointing at?
Largely the table. There we go. But I was walking back and forth and I realized, you can only see me from the shoulder up. That is low.
Yeah. Being short to begin with, yes.
Yeah.
No, back to the plates. You have to simmer it before you make it a pancake. I always think it looks kind of cool as it's going from your basic centered shape down to the cow patty. To the edge. But this is so I don't leave finger grooves in the clay. The sponge.
Plates are good if you use the sponge for the most, isn't it?
What's that?
The thing that you use most consistently the sponge for seems to be plates.
Oh, for opening them up, yeah. It's gotten to the point I can do it in like 1 or 2 pulls, and the plate is almost done.
So trying to make these things photograph fairly quickly because you're gonna need more pieces of clay before too long.
Yeah.
Also, you'll need things moved because cats are far more likely to walk on things over on the window shelf than anywhere else.
Yeah. Could put it on the top, on both shelves. That way there's more likelihood of walking on it.
If I'm gonna put stuff on that shelf, I can move the things off of that shelf that are there at the moment.
We're trying to entice them to walk on it.
The things that we do to the powder, it's like, okay, we're going to do our best to get it to freeze. And then other pieces, we're going to encourage the cats to walk on them.
Yeah.
Should I take a group shot of the frost pieces?
Could, yeah. Came out pretty good.
Yeah.
It's the 2025 model of Frostbite.
Yeah.
Because with this, I have one hand pushing in, the other one just, I use my fist. For one thing, it's easier on the wrist.
Oh, that was useful sounding.
Yeah. Just go like that. This is the wrist that has the most problems. I always try to do things that are going to lessen the impact on my wrist. Sprain that one a few times. I'm sure there's probably something wrong with it, but it works about 95% of the time. The other 5% of the time I'm wearing a wrist brace.
I think you wear a wrist brace more than 5% of the time.
Yeah, maybe. My sponge got away.
I was like, what's wrong with that thing? It's like, oh, that sounded like a flung sponge kind of reaction.
Yeah.
And it didn't hit you.
No, if it was spinning the other direction, it would more likely hit me. But
Once in a while, it's like, okay, there's no hope for it. My thumb is going to be in this photograph of me.
some not included.
Well, this one which has the pattern on the outside as well.
No, I was being funny.
Yeah. No, nobody gets that. It's my thumb.
There we go. Or another plate. Here it is. Can't imagine clay covered tool blending in with a clay covered shelf. Shouldn't be hard to find at all, should it? weekend we'll be at Kipsack County Fairground at June Fair.
Oh, it's going to be medieval festival. Fair.
That- That's the event that has like 4 names.
Yeah. Because it is both an SCA event and a public demo.
Yeah, they have lots of people demoing. They have a lot of vendors. They have fighting. Some hands-on activities as well. They also have some livestock exhibits.
I've never made it that far. I haven't heard of these.
I've heard about those.
Ah,
I think there was one behind our booth one year too.
yes.
It's a kids' activities area with different things. At one point I had this saw it when I was going to the bathroom. So,
Yeah.
because the bathroom is just past that little enclosed bit there. It's a fairgrounds.
Haven't heard any angry meowing yet.
I think they went off and
I think it
Look
went
at
over
that.
to the nap.
looked as they were having a fit because we hadn't come out here yet.
Yeah. So we hadn't come out in days. Like maybe 2.
I know. It's forever though for a cat, right?
Not that far. Now we're back there. Yeah. Little carpentry bubble. Oh damn, I almost forgot 2 plates. Set the light back up. Put the camera back on. It's not a huge thing to just set it back up. That's the only thing that the extra camera gets used for anymore. Let's go to grab the other. Okay. Oh yes. Joy of trying to find the angle that doesn't have huge amounts of reflection. Off platters.
Yeah.
It's one.
Yeah, because we take pictures of every piece, or 99% of them at least.
I don't think pictures of say every cookie snap.
That's what I mean. 99%.
There. Now I've got pictures of all pieces. But then there's times where people come back years later, sometimes with a handful of shards. Sometimes the case of, I really love this piece. Can I get pieces to match it now?
Yeah. Or people who want a whole set of dishes but can only afford one.
Setting at a time.
Yeah.
Or one piece at a time.
Or sometimes I want plates. Well, now I want bowls to go with the
Yes.
plates. To have cups to go with my bowls and plates. Or I want some serving pieces.
Yeah.
You know, like platters or pitchers or something like that. Or large bowls.
Fruit dish.
Fruit dish. Yeah. Which is kind of cool though.
Now I
Which we keep pictures of everything so we can like match them.
there. And now.
And they didn't even notice.
Yep. Wahaha.
And sick.
There's a look under here, and there's a row of spider plants in the cat's favorite window spots at the moment.
Oh dear.
I might move those up to the shelf above
Yeah, well, once
because
we get
we want
a
to.
shelf.
Yeah, I have the wood.
Yeah.
It's another thing I need to do.
I know, but it was one of those things. Should have thought about the fact that, yeah, they would be prime plant.
Plant territory.
Yeah. Well, it has 6 windows.
It's a big space. There's the dog that's ready to have its neck done.
Hey there, Nixie.
And there's
Oh,
Agatha.
there's Agatha.
I think I heard the door opening. Yes, the cabbage that decided it was going to grow in the back of the refrigerator is now blooming quite nicely over there on the windowsill.
So we'll have cabbage seeds.
Yes, we'll have purple cabbage seed.
Let's see if we can get them to grow.
Yeah.
It's like with our rhubarb seed. It flowered and just gobs and gobs of seeds. So we collected them on it's a 5x5 cube box full of rhubarb seeds. Please take a picture of it because it just looks ludicrous.
Yeah.
And then people asked if
They can buy some of the rhubarb seeds.
so it's now we're gonna package up rhubarb seeds and like for $1 to cover shipping. Or $2 for shipping.
$2. One for the seeds, 2 for the second one for the shipping.
Yeah. And are you gonna bring this to
Or
insert
events that we're going to be at.
I
That's the other
suppose
thing that has
so.
to go on the to-do list for today is to count out packets of seeds. You're on your last piece. I am going to move this plate and then I will get more pieces cut.
Shipping seeds will be easy. You can
Oh.
put them in an envelope.
Oh.
Good thing we have stamps.
Yes. I mean, you go through what? Maybe 6 stamps a year?
Yeah.
Just don't mail envelopes that often.
No. No, we don't do
It's like
that.
when you ask me, it's like how much to cover the shipping for a thing of seeds. And I had to look up the current price of forever stamps.
Yeah.
Yeah. Postage has gone up. Actually, it's not something that I can do in the middle of the busy season, as I need to go onto the website and update the shipping quantities, the values. And then some things it's still okay, but there's some of the items where it's not enough anymore.
Yeah.
Because we do not pay for a fancy shopping cart system. We're not that big of an entity.
Yeah. It's a small family business. After all, we're all short, so it is a small family, right?
There aren't that many of us, and we're physically not that tall.
Tallest person in the house is 5'7".
Yeah. I need to get used to the fact that they're tall, that we're referring to them as tall.
Spin all that water out of it. Was that necessary? No, but it looks cool.
Sometimes that texture stays.
I know. Put it up here. Yeah. We'll see if they step on any of them this time.
Yeah. Because of course, if we're trying to get them to step on them, you know they won't. Hey, Nix. Also, not as likely to go through that windowsill to the window today, at least, because it's supposed to stay cloudy all day.
That's why, later today we'll put plastic over
I
them.
could put plastic over it as soon as we fill that shelf.
Yeah. Then we won't, do throwing for a couple of days, I'm sure. So. There's a lot of painting and pottery to do, which will probably do one stream of that.
Yep.
In the coming days.
We actually got another webcam so we could leave the stream setup in place since we finally figured out how to get it to work and not be in the way.
Yeah.
In the living room, because that's where we paint.
Have side tables built
Really, Agatha?
specifically for, the underglaze and for pottery and.
Yes. Mind you, our skills at furniture making have leveled up at this point to the so that put serious thought into rebuilding the leg part of those two tables.
Yeah, because they were IKEA shelves that were cut down
Yes, they are.
to the right height.
Yes.
We thought we were so clever when we did that.
Well, we've slowly been replacing all of the less nice woodwork in that room. I mean,
You mean the cheap wood shelves that
yes, the cheap shelving.
the flat pack?
Yeah, they weren't even IKEA. They were utility shelves from places like Target and Kmart.
And Fred Meyers.
And Fred Meyers, decades past.
Yeah.
Okay, this is an 11-ounce piece because it was the end of the thing. There we go.
Okay. Little 3 foot tall. You assembled them wood shelves, and we got 2. Then we got more. Then we got more. We got enough to fill up a whole wall where we used to live, which had vaulted ceiling because it was a manufactured house. So yeah.
Between the fact that it is getting close to 11 and the fact that we did 3 laps around the block this morning rather than the intended 2.
We're already on the 3rd lap and we're going, I guess we're doing a 3rd lap, aren't we?
I'm getting hungry.
Well, this won't take that long.
No,
so
it won't.
We'll go in and have lunch.
That one you're about to be done with. And then you have another 7 pieces.
Let go.
One more piece and I'll be able to take the shelf. This piece of plastic is not big enough for the entire shelf, so I'll see how much this one will cover.
Actually, it's easy enough to do because
They don't have drawer stops.
also plastic gets cut, then pull and pull, suddenly it comes.
Suddenly it releases from its bounds, and you have drawer in your hand. Hopefully not drawer on your foot.
The table that we use in here did come from IKEA.
Yeah. Along with a number of the little buckety things you have on that and the rail that they slide on next to
Oh,
your
no.
home.
It's actually quite handy. A good portion of these shelves were salvage.
Salvage from the server room of a company that had gotten bought up.
They were closing down that office, so we got a lot of industrial shelves and a pile of computer parts the size of a
SUV.
minivan. It was about the size and shape.
Yeah.
It's kind of, why did you do that? But, so you want to, I'll just set this
Oh,
over here.
yes. Sorry.
And that's kind of, I set it there, and I go, but now it's on my water.
Sorry.
It's okay.
There we go. I mean, I could just leave them uncovered, but I might not remember later.
Yeah, we just covered them up now.
Yeah.
They'll dry nice and slowly.
Yeah.
Come check on them tomorrow.
Yep. To prevent this bucket of actual glitter from being mistaken for a bucket of waste clay, I should
Yeah.
shove it under that shelf.
Yep. Sounds like a good plan.
Put the wire tool away, the cat's excited to try to run off with it. Drop the erase off the way. Put the new jar of goop over on the shelf.
Oh, like it.
That's probably either a small bowl or a cup, rather than
Probably a cup.
because it's only 11 ounces.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's getting a bit of a glare. She's up in the oval platform right now. So
There's no sunshine.
there is no sunshine.
How dare you?
There's nothing in the sunshine today, apparently. It's just going to be overcast.
Yeah. It's all very calm out there now. It was really gusty winds yesterday.
Yeah, there's a bit of
And
wind.
last night, too.
There's a bit of wind now. But yeah, we're
I
out
got to
walking
go.
this morning.
Yeah, I got to go to sleep to the sound of the wind chimes, which personally I like.
Yeah, and it's a good thing our neighbors do not dislike.
Yeah, well,
They have wind chimes at home.
I'd take down my wind chimes if they'd stop smoking. But it put it over there when we were moving all the wind chimes around. I go, if nothing, it'd be a temporary location, then it's gonna, I'd forgotten how comforting that sound was. Because I always heard those when we lived in Fortuna.
Yeah, it's a small set. It's not like the Bells of Madness, the set that was on the front of the garage.
Yeah.
or the large melodious set that lives over here.
Yeah. You got $10. Got it. $10 at Costco.
That's such a steal.
Yeah.
I mean, it would have been a good value at $100.
Yeah.
Probably wouldn't have bought it at that point.
No, I wouldn't have.
But it was the last box on the pallet. It was marked down to $10.
And after that, it was just the
Floor model.
yeah, floor model, display model. Yeah.
I guess given the fact that there was only one left on the pallet, it probably started at like 50 or something.
Yeah. Who knows?
Well, it would have been a good Costco kind of price to begin with.
Yeah.
But so often when you find the large wind chimes, you tap them and
There's a
sound is-
teeny sound.
yeah. There's something off about its tone.
Yeah.
But this that picture sounds
And they're
beautiful.
huge.
They're huge. I'm hanging.
Yeah, I like wind chimes, so it's kind of.
When it got to the end of its little weather vane wind catcher leaf shape, probably 5 feet,
Yeah.
because we have it hanging from the eaves.
But now the artichokes are getting huge. They're starting to interfere with the.
Wind chimes, little flower guy.
Yeah. This is the biggest they've ever gotten.
Yeah, well, they didn't get knocked back by snow much this year.
Yeah.
Because frankly, come to find out from my mother's research after the fact, that's not a varietal of artichoke that's supposed to deal well with our climate. It's not one of the more frost tolerant varieties.
It just dies back. It'll turn to mush.
Yeah. If it gets too snowed on, it goes all mushy and then it comes back.
What's wrong with that?
And the important thing is it comes back.
Yeah, it does.
And they've slowly been multiplying.
Yeah.
They're on a south-facing wall with pavers of a kind in front of them, so they got that extra heat boost to their roots. It's just a perfect little microclimate as far as those artichokes are concerned.
I know, right? This is a crappy piece of ground. I think I like it. It is
Well,
mellow.
artichokes are thistles, so.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Nix, am I sitting in the chair? No, look at the plastic. No. You can sit on my lap, but you can't hide under plastic. That's not good. It says right on it is not a toy. Yes, it does. Well, that particular piece, I think, is some salvaged packaging.
Yeah.
When we have things that arrive and have like large sheets of plastic wrapping, it's like we evaluate them. Is this something that would be useful?
Yeah.
So
Three more plates to go. And then I'm done.
Yep. And then lunch.
And lunch. Yay, lunch.
Yeah. We've been very cuddly this morning, even though we were being a pain in the butt earlier and had to be given a time out. Didn't she? She figured we needed to be off the computers before we were actually done with being on the computers. So she was purposefully gesturing that she was going to knock things over.
We're supposed to be doing stuff over here. Come on.
Yes, I know.
We should got put time out. Another would put in the bathroom. I set her on the towels are on the dryer
Yeah.
and close the door so it's all nice and dark and chill in there.
Yes.
And she chills out. Done with her since she was a kitten because she would just get all.
Spun out
Yeah.
so very combination of Time Out and putting in Time Team because Nix loves the sound of Colleen Robinson.
Yeah.
There's a couple other shows that he did as well. Those are also acceptable. But her favorite is Time Team. She will settle down, loaf up, and nap contentedly when Time Team is on.
Yeah. So it's kind of other British shows as well. She likes the
She likes the British accent,
yeah.
and specifically it's more the London accent.
Yeah.
Because she also likes the Sorting Channel.
Yeah. And they're
And
London.
They're London boys.
Yeah.
Are you gonna sit?
Oh, she
I
was
just kiss.
not that. She was only maybe 6 months old when lockdown hit.
Yeah.
So no people except for a few people in the house. That was it. That was her world.
Yeah. It was so cute. There were times where we would be watching Time Team. She'd get up on the plinth that the TV is on, and she'd tap Tony's face.
Yeah.
I'm sitting in the chair. She was pawing at me because I'm not wearing a vest.
Yeah.
It's now inside my skirt.
I still say that sounds like old record player sound.
Yeah.
Something that would be lost on a younger
The
generation.
thing is LPs are now back in fashion. You actually have record shops again nowadays.
Few and far between, but yeah.
Because it's become trendy in the fact that records have higher fidelity sound than even high-def digital recordings.
Yeah, because and they've said why, and it's kind of, it really makes a lot of sense.
Oh yeah.
We have a big box of records up in the attic.
Yeah. And
We have a
they look
record player that is 4-speed, 16, 30, 30, 33 and a third, 45 and 78. And it's kind of like,
Snakes don't bite the pendant. It's be back to your teeth. It's metal and rock.
I think up there we have, I've never seen a record that was 16.
That's a really low speed. That's
Having been, the youngest of, I had 10 older cousins and an older sister. So yeah, all the toys, I had toys that were from the 40s.
Yeah.
And didn't think there was anything odd about it. My dad gave us, me and my sister, some toys from when he was little. So toys from the 30s.
Also, see, he was born in the 30s.
Well, he'd inherited some.
Yeah.
Some of those marbles were
In which
your
case
great Uncle Smitty's.
In which
He was
case
born in the 20s.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like,
Did I make you make a squeaky sound there, Nix? Is it a little chilly in here right now? That might be the reason why she was making a grumpy face while sitting up on the platform.
yeah.
Right.
That is an air pumper right there.
cuddle you sufficiently? Alright. You were the next to last piece, so I was cuddling her rather aggressively with hopes that she would move.
Yeah, last plate. And then lunch.
Yes.
Then for something completely different, painting.
Turns out, looking at things here, I only have one order to pack at the moment. I know we have several more that are in progress, either at the stage of being painted on or drying. There we go. Plate up there. Those guys tend to, get a piece of plastic hat tried to hide me. I know. I cuddled you really aggressively, didn't I? I've gotten clay in this fur at this point, too. How is the consistency of the clay today?
It was okay.
Okay, good. I know that was a little left, right, uneven from the pieces because while I had added moisture to the bag, I had not rotated the bag.
Yeah.
The other bag out of the same box has now been rotated, so it should be even more evenly friendly.
Yeah, well, that batch of clay that we got was just firm to begin
It's
with.
just firm to begin with.
That happens.
And it was all spotty, so it probably got a good colony going, and it's every bit back out of that batch has been like that. Let's see. And we still have another 9 boxes.
And we've gotten a ton of that.
Yes, literally a ton. 2,000 pounds.
Yeah. And with only 9 boxes left.
Yes.
Yeah.
9.5.
Yeah. Each box is 50 pounds. And that's one of 5 clays.
And there are times nowadays where you will go through
An entire box.
in a day.
Yeah.
You don't throw those that more than, say, once or twice a week, that much.
Yeah.
Cal, ultimately